And then the other thing I'll say about mediation is, and I've said it before, I've written about it, I've video logged about it, I've blogged about it. Mediation is a process where you're going to stay and hear the other side's best offer. You need to stay until you get what you think is the other side's best offer. And if it's something you can live with, you need to decide, are you going to accept it or not? Because if it's something you can live with, if it's a deal you can live with, you got to think long and hard about what kind of deal you might get down at the courthouse. What you get at the courthouse from a judge or a jury may not feel like something you can live with. It may not be as fair as the offer that you were provided at mediation. In fact, it may be worse. It may be harsher than the offer you were provided at mediation. And that's a very difficult thing for a client to, that's a very difficult thing for clients to understand. So again, court-ordered mediations are done for a reason. They're mandated for a reason because it promotes the parents of young children or the former spouses to work together in a spirit of at least some compromise as they are saying goodbye to each other, as they are splitting up their assets, and as they are deciding how they're going to manage their time with their children going forward. So if everybody buys into it and it's their own compromise, it usually works better in the long term. And frankly, it may be more reasonable and fair than what a judge would give you at the courthouse. And then again, it may be overly generous, but clients be overly generous at mediation in order to get a compromise. And sometimes I'll advise that that's not in their best interest. And sometimes they do it anyway, just because they want to honor and respect maybe a 20+ year marriage, or because they are wanting to make sure that their spouse is financially secure as they are getting divorced, that their spouse's dedication to the prior marriage has been honored in a way that protects them financially. So in other words, that wife, that husband, they're thinking about their 60 or 70-year-old spouse, maybe not their 45 or 50-year-old spouse at the moment.